This is Messages from the Universe with Lori Wondra of Your Life Core. Here, Lori delivers information from the Mastery Realms related to astrology, planetary influences, energy surges, and generally how we are evolving. She connects with angels, guides, ascended masters, astro beings, and those that come forward with messages to help us on our journey. Welcome, everyone, to Messages from the Universe podcast.
Hello, I am Lori Wondra, and thank you for listening. Can you believe it's August? Well, it is, and we're entering this time of year. The sunsets have that orange tint, pink skies, and the waves of change continue to move in. Sometimes it feels like on top of us. We're in the season of retrogrades and transformation, divine revelations, and all of this is to help us grow. We can perceive and be open to changes. We begin to understand some of the information that's been coming through all spring and all summer and what the cosmic energies of the universe are bringing to us. This is a time of year with Leo energy. There just seems to be more abundance, and that comes from it's harvest time. The crops begin to come in. Those things that we planted in spring and that we nurtured in summer begin to flourish and grow. It's also a time of greater healing and growth. We begin to understand ourselves at a deeper and a more transformative level. August is generally known as the 8th month of the year. However, collectively in numerology, for 2024, it is the number 7, and that represents creativity, practicality, knowledge, and wisdom. The number 7 is long been associated with the chakra awakening. It's a time of year we desire to uncover hidden truths. We don't want to waste our time in going down a pathway that isn't true to us. So we seek the truth. It's also a time of spiritual enlightenment, and this is a time that we begin to really examine our character and those around us. What's the meaning behind what we see? We understand that what we're presented with in the world is a persona or a mask in some cases, and we want to get behind that. It's also a time where the emotional, the mental, and the physical planes open up stronger, broader, wider, for us to become more aware of our own emotional presence, our mental presence, and of course, awareness of our physical bodies. So we are in Leo season. The sun in Leo correlates to the cycle of creative self-expression and self-actualization. In this lifetime, your creative self-actualization comes through learning the lessons through creating and showing the world who you truly are, the activation of your personality. In astrology, your sun sign shows how we go about attracting attention and to actualize our personal dreams through bringing our special gifts out into the world in a big way. Your gift is showing us, the world, how to shine bright with unbridled creativity. And Leo season certainly gives us all the opportunity to shine brighter. Retrograde season gives us the opportunity to go internal and find those gifts, to understand them and how they apply in our personal life so that we can bring them out into the world. The sun is the ruler of Leo, and Leo rules the 5th house, which is pleasure, creativity. It's also sexuality and creative expression. Leo rules parts of the body, such as the heart, the upper back, the spine, the spleen, and the aorta. The sun actually rises in the constellation of Leo from around August 9th to September 15th. And that's what we call the Lion's Gate. So it's a season of gateways, portals, and certainly the retrogrades. Leo season is a time characterized by vibrancy, passion, and love as the sun is at home in this ambitious sign. This sign inspires one to shine brightly, be bold, love broader and bolder, and take brave steps towards your dreams. We'll move into Virgo season, August 22nd, and while the energy of Virgo season does bring healing, organization, attention to detail, and long-term planning, we can't help but celebrate where we are right now, and that's Leo season. Considering the elements of these signs that rule fire, and that signifies change, transformation, and new beginnings, while the earth energy of Virgo later this month signifies mastery, focus, and getting grounded. And both of those teach us how to pursue our soul's desires and goals while remaining grounded. And I would add also while remaining focused. In addition, this month will feature a divine meeting between Jupiter and Saturn. Jupiter is about your luck, the search for individual meaning and purpose. It's about optimism and hope, and of course a sense of justice. It's about our basic philosophy of life and striving for spiritual growth and expansion. I always say anywhere Jupiter touches is just magnified. And Saturn shows how much self-discipline yourself, what you carry, your strength of character, and your responsibilities. And Saturn shows how we experience reality, where we meet with resistance and discover our limitations. It represents the conscious and the moral conviction, the laws and those rules that we choose to obey are those things that we fight or butt up against. This is going to be an interesting month. Some themes that I believe that we can expect this month are cosmic initiations. This is also more awareness to improve the health of our physical body, our emotional body, and our mental fields. Things we've been ignoring with our health or our bodies will certainly come to light and may demand more focused energy. We'll seek harmony in our relationships and be more practical and real about what, when, and how we'll heal. We'll become a little bit more aware of what our safety means to us. We'll also become more aware of higher consciousness. That's part of the cosmic initiations, that evolution of our collective consciousness, but also our personal consciousness. We'll also learn and be aware of more of life's cycles, the stages. In fact, what stage are we in right now? What phase of nature are we in as humans as we look at the pre-birth, birth, growth, death, and continuation? So let's jump in and take a closer look at the planetary influences and what August has ahead for us. Well, we jump right in with August 2nd, where Venus-Uranus square. And I believe this is a radical awakening of the heart. The month begins with a Venus-Uranus square on August 2nd, and that creates a cosmic shakeup. This transit brings a significant heart awakening, and it's time when love and relationships take on an exciting and unpredictable vibe. It challenges our traditional norms and the societal standards. My July 8th podcast also gave you some insight to the infusion of the high heart energy. That one was titled Universal Laws and Quantum Energy of the Heart, because we are in the era or in the month of passion and transformation. I also believe that this transit has the ability to affect the collective financial arena as well as agriculture affairs. Uranus is known to create unexpected changes, so expect sudden changes, expect development in these areas. Traditional methods and structures may be challenged, leading us to a more unique and non-traditional approach. August 4th, we have a Leo new moon, and that ignites inner ambition. August is already proving to be a vibrant month, but as this new moon arrives on August 4th, that new moon occurs when the sun and the moon align in the same sign, and that brings a burst of energy, of endings, and the possibility of new beginnings. Sometimes that can feel overwhelming, but this new moon in the sign of Leo is all about embracing your inner light, understanding what your inner light is, the gifts that you have to bring out to the universe. That's what the last 2 Capricorn full moons were meant to show us and illuminate. What are our gifts? Embrace those. Walk in your power and shine your light brightly. This is a time to manifest confidence, creativity, intimacy, and pleasure. And it's a time to connect with your inner child, remembering your birthright, remembering the creative energy within, the laughter, the joy, those things that are hidden sometimes and need to come up and out into the world. The universe nudges you to reflect on any hidden desires and how to present your authentic self to the world. Think about what you need to release and what you want to achieve in the next 28 days. Sometimes people ask, what do I ask for? Or what do I set intents on for the new moon? This is about going deep and understanding what gifts do you have? Where do you want to shine your light? What do you want to achieve? And direct your light on that for the next 28 days. Things become even more interesting then as we watch Venus entering Virgo and Mercury turns retrograde in Virgo later that night. Venus in Virgo wants you to pay attention to the details in relationships and personal lives while finding balance and compromise and not being too overly critical of others. At the same time, Mercury's retrograde in its home sign can bring some minor challenges. Communication may become tricky or harsh, creating misunderstandings. However, during this period, it's ideal for revisiting, reviewing, and refining your plans and your thought processes. Tune into your personal needs, your desires, and yes, do that with a critical eye, a truthful eye, I will say, but also with an open heart. Meditate on the role of your relationship. What does that relationship play in your life as a source of safety, comfort, security, and certainly of joy and happiness? Think about healthy ways to enhance your self-esteem. Think about ways to bring more truth, health, stability into those relationships around you. Remember, the universe sees you and is working on your deepest manifestations. That means it might not always be the one that you want, but it is the one that you need. So spend this time aligning with your true self and set the intention for a beautiful month ahead. Jumping ahead to August 14th, we experience Mars-Jupiter conjunction. This is about unlocking new possibilities. Some of you have maybe been feeling stuck, anxious, feeling like the change or something is coming, but not sure what that is. On August 14th, Mars closely aligns with Jupiter, and that triggers a powerful burst of energy, enthusiasm, and drive. So when together, Mars and Jupiter bring expansive, optimistic, bold, and adventurous energy. Remember, we're in the season of Leo, so we get that additional Leo passion and boldness. This creates a strong desire to achieve goals, take risks, even push boundaries, and embrace these opportunities with confidence and vigor. This heightened cycle of manifestation creates a massive shift in achieving success. On a social scale, it may highlight some conflict or an almost intense warlike energy. At the same time as Mercury's retrograde re-enters Leo, it adds a layer of introspection and reconsideration to this energetic surge. Do you understand where you're putting your energy? And while this energy may make you feel invincible, it's critical to resist making rash decisions without deep, thorough consideration. Understanding and weighing out the pros and the cons of your actions and thinking about a long-term decision or the outcome as being long-term versus short-lived. Avoid taking on more than you can handle. Be realistic about your capabilities and avoid spreading yourself too thin. This is another opportunity for us to be truthful with who we are and what we are capable of. On August 16th, Mars and Saturn square. This is about confronting obstacles and then developing strength out of confronting those obstacles. This is a magnetic meeting with Jupiter, Mars squaring retrograde Saturn, all on August 16th. These two bring significant challenges, as Saturn is known to show us where we're restricted in our desires, in our actions, in our ambitions, in logic and reason. Despite any strong desires that we might have recently ignited, Saturn comes in and triggers a struggle that's set up to help us set clear goals. This might be due to a past criticism or a strict discipline that we experienced in the past. These triggers may have expressed inadequacy. Any energies of inadequacy or rejection need to be released, as Mars energy can provoke anger or health issues when paired with Saturn. It might be uncomfortable, but this is the perfect time that the universe is giving us visibility and a view into those emotions or those triggers that just don't make sense anymore. This moment of truth often creates discomfort, but it's necessary. It's needed to shed the skin and move beyond current blockages and limitations. August 19th, we have an Aquarius full moon. And this is the time that the full moon is illuminating innovative pathways. After 2 months of full moons in Capricorn and clearing the energy of the past, on August 19th, this is an electrifying full moon. It'll light up the sky, bringing a wave of exhilarating energy. Full moons are always a time of accumulation and heightened emotions, but this one, being it's in Aquarius, is especially potent. This is a great time to manifest changes that benefit the collective and embrace new ways of thinking because Aquarius is about innovation, freedom, and community. Take advantage of this energy to let go of outdated beliefs and open yourself up to new perspectives, new thoughts, new ideas, new ways of doing things. Now is the time to find your tribe. Contact like-minded individuals and develop solutions that can lead to a brighter future for everyone. Adding to this intensity, we also have a T-square between Venus, Jupiter, and Saturn. And this cosmic configuration can certainly bring some tension, particularly in personal and social affairs. On a personal level, you might feel pulled between your desires for expansion and pleasure, thanks to that Venus and Jupiter connection, and the need for discipline and responsibility. We can thank Saturn for that. Jupiter and Saturn square activates their 2020 grand conjunction cycle, making this union even more magical. Squares test our resolve. They push us to confront obstacles and reevaluate our desires and efforts. As this square unfolds, it also acts as a catalyst for spiritual development. In addition, the Sun-Uranus square adds unpredictability, shaking up the status quo with sudden, potentially explosive changes. This energy can be both thrilling and unsettling, pushing us to break free from constraints, but also requiring you to stay grounded amidst the chaos. Some themes that you might experience with this full moon is increased creativity, peace and protection, heightened psychic abilities, transformation of destructive attitudes, an inspiration to take care of your inner self, your house, your home, your loved ones around you. More topics of political and social leaders, administrators, decision makers, ambassadors, or social disorder. Now we step into August 22nd and we enter Virgo season. As the sun leaves its home of Leo, Virgo season is a time when the cosmos asks you to be more discerning about where you focus your energy and attention. During the sun's transit in Virgo, you're called to pay close attention to your habits, your health, your daily rituals, and the things you consume both physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. We don't think of digesting emotions or our mental thought processes. We think of digesting food. We think of detoxing our physical body. But this is a time for purification and detoxing all energy fields. Our physical body, detoxing the emotional area, the mental area, the spiritual area. Certainly growing a greater connection to the parts of us that are expanding and shifting. This is a good time to look at the habits that might need changing. The universe is going to illuminate those for us, not as a flaw or a judgment, but as a way to shift and change. This year, Virgo season begins with a Venus-Mars square. The square between Venus and Mars at the start of Virgo season signals a time of potential conflict or friction in those relationships and creative endeavors. It may bring underlying tensions or desires to the surface. However, it also offers an opportunity for growth and development and solutions as we navigate a different path. Don't obsess over every little small flaw or detail. This can lead to unnecessary stress and tension and sometimes even unnecessary actions. Avoid overthinking and becoming overly critical of both yourself and others. When things don't work out according to what you thought was the plan, that is the universe's form of protection or course correcting for you to be on the universe's plan. Remain flexible at this time and be open to change. On August 28th, Mercury is moving direct. This is about unlocking your potential. Mercury turns direct in Leo, and there's forward momentum flowing through the air. Did you even realize that Mercury was retrograde? Maybe those that were traveling got wrapped up in the travel mess that most of the world experienced during the software outage over that last full moon. But with Mercury's direction, this direct motion will clear up misunderstandings and delayed experiences. Retrogrades give us an opportunity to slow down, to assess, go inside or internal, study the situation. And then when it goes forward, or we move out of retrograde season, we have that knowledge that we can go out into the world with. Meanwhile, the moon in Cancer is paired with Venus-Neptune opposition. What this means is it heightens emotional sensitivity and intuitive energy. You might have the urge to speak about something that bothered you in the past that's been cleared up. You have this new awareness. Choose your words wisely. This is also a time that dreams can be particularly vivid, wild, insightful, offering significant messages from our subconscious. It's a period where intuition guides actions and imagination flourishes, making it an ideal time for creative pursuits and deep, meaningful connections. Look for those deep, meaningful connections, not the picky things of the past. Use this energy to reflect on what you've learned this month and focus on setting clear intentions for the month ahead. On August 29th, Venus enters Libra. This is restoration of balance and harmony. Venus returns home to Libra, and this is a period of justice, fairness, harmony in all our relationships. It touches our personal values, what's important to us. Venus in Libra invites you to explore the power of love and connection through the lens of understanding the need to shift and heal from outdated views. There's a sense of cooperation and mutual understanding that fills the air as Venus draws us to create beauty in our environments and our relationships. This is also about the importance of self-love and self-worth. Venus seeks to teach us the value of loving ourselves unconditionally, which enhances the quality in our relationships. When we love ourselves unconditionally, we are more capable of loving those around us also unconditionally. At the same time, Venus manifests with Pluto retrograde, making a radical transformation in how we relate to others and value ourselves. Expect major revelations that enhance your self-worth and empowerment. Now, while this period may bring intense shifts and revelations, particularly on a global scale, there's also a personal shift or revelation that it can bring to you. Venus in Libra seeks to bring hearts together, to foster peace and understanding amidst turbulent times. How do you make productive use of this August cosmic energy? 1. Nurture your heart. Practice heart opening, yoga poses or stretches. Incorporate green foods like spinach and avocados to support your heart chakra's awakening. Connect with the heart meridian. Take heart actions, heart steps. Have your world revolve around those things that make your heart sing. And celebrate the heart. Celebrate the relationships that bring you joy and peace and love. 2. Stay grounded. Spend time in nature. I always say be in nature, but this is a time to walk barefoot on the grass. Meditate with grounding crystals like hematite or smoky quartz to stay grounded during the transitions as we move into Virgo season from Leo. Hydrate your mind. We think of hydrating our body, but this is hydrating your mind. With Leo's fiery energy, you do need to drink plenty of water for your physical body, but this is also, what are you feeding your mind? 4. Creative expression. Engage in creative activities like painting, dancing, singing, writing to heal. Express your true self and play. 5. Detox and cleanse. Goes along with hydrating your body, detoxing your physical body, but also detoxing and cleansing the emotional body, the mental body, the spiritual body, opening up the channels. 6. Journal. Identify maybe something that's been recurring A fear or something that you feel is holding you back, an emotion that you might be simmering in, a past experience that comes to mind and feels like it holds you in its grip, this will be the time to release it. This is a month about allowing the heart to rise, to open, to heal from fear, grief, loss, hurt, pain, any other challenging emotions. As we continue to experience global shifts, be gentle with yourself. Be calm. Don't get wrapped up into the conspiracies or the drama or the trauma. Be educated, be smart, be aware, but don't get wrapped up into this place of overdrive, emotional overdrive. That's where our nervous system becomes overstimulated. We get stressed. We feel overwhelmed. And then we begin to shut down. This is a time to stop, to breathe, to ground. Slow down. Honor your need for rest, self-care, good nourishment, and love. Grab your creative tools. Play. Be gentle. Be kind. Be patient with yourself. And most of all, be love. Be light. You are an ignited, shining light being. Shine that to the world so all can see. As always, we celebrate the theme of expansion and evolution, and I've included a short 5-minute chakra expansion. Thank you.
Take a deep breath in and exhale out. And I ask for the angels of the directions to join us, Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Raphael, and Archangel Uriel. And I ask all the helpers of the universe to also join us, the light beings, the animals, the elementals. I ask that your guides and your personal angels join you now. I ask that any loved ones that might be here to support or to deliver wisdom and knowledge in a loving way, that they also be present here for you. And that the circle be now placed around you. And that the circle only contain divine light and divine energy that is for your highest divine purpose. That it creates a filter around you, allowing only the brightest light, the loving light, clarity, reason, wisdom in. And I ask that these angels now participate in removing any haze or removing any old filters that no longer belong in your emotional, spiritual, mental, etheric, or energetic bodies. That any of these filters that are no longer needed be removed and healthily replaced by new filters, and that the replacement of these new codes and keys and filters be felt with ease and grace. I ask for a general expansion of the heart chakra, expansion and connection of the throat and the upper throat chakras, and the connection of these two chakras to connect to the universal love in universal speech. And that these also be expanded and extended out. You might feel some lightness in the top of your head. Take a deep breath in. That these be opened up and connected to the universal consciousness, the chakra that is above. The portal that allows us to move upward into the universe, to move outward into the universe, to move downward into the universe wherever it is we need, as we know that we are not in linear. We can traverse this space in any direction at any time. And take a deep breath, and we pull this light down through our physical body, top of head, back of eyes, throat, shoulders, chest, abdomen, belly, hip area, over the legs, the knees, feeling the tingling in the calf muscles for affirmation, into the feet, feeling the tingling in the bottoms of your feet, connecting this energy down into Mother Earth, allowing this current of electrical energy from the universe, this divine energy, to bring to you whatever it is that you need, desire, for your highest divine purpose. And take a deep breath and just notice. Come back to your physical body. Just notice where you might be feeling tingling in your body. We send in gratitude and thanks to the archangels of the directions, Michael, Gabriel, Uriel, and Raphael, to the elementals, to the astral beings that have joined us, the spiritual knowledge, wisdom keepers, to our personal angels and guides, and our loved ones that have joined. Thank you for participating in our energy circle tonight. And just noticing where you're feeling it in your physical body, acknowledging all the helpers that have come in tonight as they bring this energy into you, knowing that you always have access to this energy at any given time. Take a deep breath and exhale. And one more deep breath and exhale. Releasing any energy that is excess. And if you had your eyes closed, you may come back to your physical being and open your eyes.
Relax into your body and remember the magnificent light being that you are. The light that you bring to the world and those around you is important. You are important. I'm Lori Wondra. Thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening to Messages from the Universe podcast with Lori Wondra of Your Life Core. For current events or to schedule a private session with Lori, please visit yourlifecore.com.